Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I haven't made a video in a long time, but God has laid it in my heart to get on here and tell everyone about the two dreams that I have had in the past week. Usually I record myself, but I don't really have the makeup and stuff on right now. So, okay. Anyways, I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible, but it's very important. The other night I had a dream that somebody's house was robbed and the cops were called. And when I came to the door, a female officer was standing there, and she was fully blown pregnant. I mean, pregnant, like as in about to have this child any second. And she didn't say anything to me, but I knew. I woke up and I knew what that meant. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Especially if you are a follower of Christ, you will know exactly what these dreams mean. The pregnant cop, you got to think, an officer of the law means authority. Whose authority? God. Okay, that means God is pregnant. Pregnant with who? Pregnant with Jesus, meaning Jesus is going to be returning soon. Okay, the second dream I had, me and my dad were at the store, and when we were leaving, there was this guy on a bike, and he asked us if he could hitch a ride. And we were like, sure, okay. And in his hand, I noticed he had a cup of beer. And he handed it to me, and I don't know why, but I took a drink of it, and then I handed it back to him, and I said, you know, riding through town on your bike, you should not be drinking. And he says, well, what do I do with it? And I said, well, just dump it out. So he dumps it out, and then in his other hand, I look over, and he's got another full cup of beer in his hand. And we were like, and instead of telling him to dump that one out, I just ignored it. So we were driving along, but I should tell you that it's weird because he didn't get in the truck with us. It was weird the way it happened in the dream. In the dream, he was holding on to the front of the truck and just getting pushed along. I don't know why it was like that, but yeah. So anyways, we go around a corner, and in my dream, I look at him, and I said, honey, you're about to crash. And he crashes right into this house, and it was like more like a tent. He crashes into this tent, and it catches fire and starts burning, and he dies. And me and my dad pull over, and I go running over to check on him, and when I run over, there's this huge ditch. Like, this tent is inside of a huge ditch. And when I go down into this ditch, there is so much smoke billowing out of this tent that I can't even breathe. I couldn't even get over to the tent. It was a huge circus tent, kind of. I couldn't even, well, the size of it. I couldn't even get over to the tent because it was so smoky. I had to climb back up out of the ditch. So they gathered all the witnesses that saw the crash, and I remember telling my dad, oh my gosh, if they find out that we let him, you know, ride like that while drinking, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to go to jail for murder. So I'm freaking out, and they gather all the witnesses into like this big house, and in the house, everyone was like, a lot of people were like sleeping, waiting to go outside to talk to the police. And I remember thinking, well, wait a minute. Maybe there won't be any video cameras or, you know, whatever. And when I walk outside, I see a video doorbell camera on every single house where the accident occurred. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're definitely gonna go to jail. And when I go back into that area where everybody's waiting, another female cop is there. And in my dream, she looks at me and she says, hurry up and get dressed and get outside, in like a real authoritative voice. And I go back in, and my dad's sleeping. And when he wakes up, he looks all drugged up. And here I found out he took a sleeping pill in this dream. I don't know why he took this pill, but I'm freaking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to prison forever. And then I woke up. And I've never been so sure about a dream. But if you are a follower of Christ, you will understand exactly what this dream means. And I'm very curious to see how many people can figure it out. I'm not going to tell you yet what it actually means. Now, the first one I did, just use that information and try to figure out the second one. And here in about another week, I'll post another video telling you exactly what it means. But in the meantime, if you could, I would appreciate it if you would share this video as much as you could. I know on all my videos I say I don't care about subscriptions, likes, which I don't. But this particular video I do want out there. It is very, very, very important, because this is actually a dream and a message coming from God. And another thing, you guys, please make sure you pray for people. It is very important that you please pray for people to turn their lives over to God immediately. Just every night before you go to bed, ask God to have so many people, whatever number you pick, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, whatever, to turn their lives over to Christ immediately. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. God bless and stay safe.